So why do black streaks form on an RV and how to get rid of them? Well, that's what we're going to cover today in this video. And at its simplest, right, these streaks happen when water, either from rain or condensation from your air conditioner, drips down the side of your RV and carries dirt, grease, and other grime down the sidewall with it. As some of that water evaporates before it drips to the ground, it leaves those contaminants behind. Now, it's important to make sure you wash and wax your RV because organic airborne particles in the mix will cause mold and mildew, which can actually penetrate the surface and then is very hard to remove. A thorough wash and wax at least quarterly can prevent it from getting a foothold. So most owners deal with black streaks at some point or another, right? And while our target here are the streaks themselves, it's really smart to thoroughly wash your RV's roof first, because if we remove the streaks and you leave your roof dirty and your RV uncovered, they're likely to just form again relatively quickly. That said, to clean black streaks off your RV, here's what you'll need. An RV-safe black streak remover solution, a soft cloth or brush for removing the streaks, a water and bucket if you don't have a spigot and hose available, and a soft cloth for drying. However, before we dive in, let's talk streak removing solutions for a second, just to ensure you don't mess up your RV exterior. So well-known brands like Thetford, 303, and Starbright, right? They all make an RV-specific black streak remover in a convenient to-apply spray bottle just like I have here. If you need a bulk solution, BioClean offers a 1-gallon jug. And I'll put links to all these in the description below so you can find them nice and easily. But the question is, are you limited to these RV-specific cleaners? So you have to be careful here because using unapproved cleaners could void some of your warranty protections or just completely ruin your RV exterior altogether. The manufacturer of your specific RV or the provider of any extended warranty you might have purchased is always going to be your best resource just to ensure you aren't using a cleaning solution that is going to jeopardize your warranty. So with that warning in mind, and in the interest of giving you some different options, other solutions that experienced owners and techs have found useful for black streak removal include things like good old-fashioned Dawn dish soap, full-strength Simple Green, LA's Totally Awesome Cleaner and Degreaser, Purple Power, sometimes even WD-40 as long as it's on fiberglass or aluminum-sided RVs, as well as a homemade vinegar and water mixture. We take 3 parts water to 1 part white vinegar. Of course, every product manufacturer will have recommended instructions for best use. So with all that said, the general process is actually pretty simple. Now, some call it spot cleaning, but really, we're street cleaning here. Hey. All right, first step is just to get the affected area wet. Then you want to spray the solution over the affected area and let it sit for about 30 to 60 seconds or so. Then use a cloth or brush to scrub streaks away, and of course, varying degrees of elbow grease are going to be required here. Then simply rinse with water and repeat as needed, and when we're all done, just dry it thoroughly. Now, it's important to note here, right, that in the case of deeper damage, the surface may require some labor-intensive buffing and polishing to restore its appearance. For damage that buffing and polishing can't remove, the RV actually may have to be completely refinished. Now, after you remove the black streaks to your satisfaction, it's really smart to finish your complete RV wash and wax just to remove any remaining dirt and residue. And now that you have removed those unsightly black streaks, here are a few quick tips just to help keep them from returning. The first one is you want to keep your RV roof as clean as possible. You also want to regularly wax the exterior so the water actually beads up, because that way it'll carry more contaminants with it. I also recommend to avoid parking under trees to minimize exposure to sap and bird poop. And you'll also want to use an RV cover when your camper is in storage. That's it for me, folks. I'm Ian Baker. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see ya.